What would sending 1,000 cold emails every single day to your ideal prospects do for your business? Would it 5x, 10x, even 20x your business? In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do just that. We're gonna show you how to set up an Instantly account and all of your inboxes and everything that you need to be able to send 1,000 cold emails every single day to your ideal prospects, so that all you need to worry about is getting on sales calls and closing new deals and growing your business. And this is the exact strategy that I use at my digital advertising agency, Jetstream Digital, to reach out to new prospects and get new meetings booked and close sales opportunities. So let's jump into my computer and let's start this tutorial. Okay, so here we are in my current Instantly account that I've set up. As you can see here, I have a ton of different inboxes. I have over 20 different inboxes. Each of these inboxes, I'm able to send 50 emails per day. So you can do the math on that. I'm able to send over 1,000 emails per day. And I'll go to the analytics here and you can see as of August 22nd, here I actually sent 1,100 emails, and you can see total opens 738, total clicks 33 of all qualified business owners that I'm targeting. So again, I'm gonna show you exactly how to set this up A to Z so that you can create your own Instantly account just like this and start sending emails to cold prospects. All right, so the first thing to do is come over to Instantly.ai and log into the account where you're gonna look like something like this and go ahead and click on Get Started for Free. You can read through Instantly over here and just set up your first account essentially. Now, because I already have an Instantly account, what I'm gonna do first of all here is I'm gonna go ahead and create a new workspace for this, and I'm just gonna call this Jetstream 2. So I'm just gonna call this Jetstream 2, and this is gonna be my other workspace that I'm gonna use for this demo, showing you how to create this Instantly workspace account. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on continue here, and I'm gonna load this up. Now for this account, you can either click on growth, which is $37 per month, which is where you can contact 5,000 people, send 5,000 emails monthly. You can upload 1,000 contacts. So you can only contact 1,000 people per month, but for a lot of people getting started, that's more than enough. It's gonna give you a warm up and it's gonna give you all of the sequences that you're gonna need. Now, once you're scaling up, say you're getting a few deals in, and then you're gonna wanna go for the $97 per month. You can also upload 25,000 contacts now. You can send 125,000 emails per month, and you can invite other people to your account as well. So for this example, I'm actually just gonna use the hypergrowth account. I'm gonna upgrade this. Awesome, so now I have upgraded my account. I am on the hypergrowth plan, and as you can see here, this is a brand new account. We have no email accounts, we have no campaigns, we've had no emails being sent. And the first thing that we need to do is to go ahead and actually add in our email accounts. What you could also do here is just go over into the settings here, and you can go out and see your usage and billing. You can see any add-ons that you may have and how this would kind of increase. And you can also see what card you have. You can cancel your subscription here as well, and everything like that. You can also see your workspace here, what the name of the workspace is. You can see your members, and you can invite new members or other teammates that you have or you may have. You can see your user. You can see some integrations here. You can see your preferences here and your block list, which is people that you don't want to be emailing anymore. So again, that's the settings out of the way. What we're going to want to do now is add our email accounts. So for this example, I'm going to go ahead and add in 8 new email accounts to this Instantly account that we can start warming up. And then after 2 weeks time, once those are warming up, then we can start to send emails that we're collecting to prospects that we want to reach out to. So the next step is we now need our users. So if you don't already have a Google Workspace account or like a Microsoft account, what we're going to want to do is go ahead and create your Google Workspace. So go ahead and sign up for a Google Workspace. Just come over to workspace.google.com and create a Google Workspace. And what you're going to want to do is get into the back end of the Google Admin Console, where you can then go ahead and start to add in new users. You can see it's $15 per user per month. So just be aware of that when adding these inboxes. It does cost you $15 Canadian at least. So that currency might be a little bit different for you, but that's what it's going to cost you to set this up. So go ahead and get started, create your Google Workspace account and go through these steps here. And you should get to the Google Admin Console at admin.google.com, and you should arrive at something like this. Now, hopefully you already have this set up. So once you're here, what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to get some domains, first of all, so that we can get some domains related to your business. And then we're gonna start needing to add in the actual users. So on the back end here, what we can see is we can go to jetstream.agency and we can manage our domains. And now you can see here, I have some different domains for Jetstream. I have jetstream.digital.io, .co, .ca. I have all these different domains that are essentially subdomains of these users that we create to that all route to our main domain. The reason that we use alternate domains is that we don't burn our main domain and damage our reputation there. And if we need to, and one of these domains gets flagged as spam and isn't good anymore, we can easily delete the users and get another domain. So it's a great way to essentially keep the health of your overall account without compromising anything. So if you already have some domains, say you have some domains on Namecheap or any other kind of domain hosting platform like GoDaddy, you can actually go ahead and add these domains in if you've bought those domains. So you can essentially buy those domains, type in the URL here, and then add them as a secondary domain. So for example, let's say I had jetstreamagency.com, right? Which I already do, I believe. Then you can go ahead and start verification. And you can click this and you can see here. So it needs us to verify this domain in this case. And so we can go ahead and do that. Now, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and buy some additional domains, add them into my Google Workspace so that we can start to create users from those domains. So come over and search Google Domains, and then you're going to want to log into the Google's domains here. And this is where we're going to buy the domains from. So search for your new domain. So for us, I'm going to do Jetstream Digital. And I'm gonna go search. This is the name of your business. So this should be the name of your business. Whatever your main domain is, you wanna buy that domain. And then all of these secondary domains, you want to essentially buy to set up for your email account. So keep your one main domain as your main user, the main email that you're gonna use for your own personal email and everything like that, and then buy all of these secondary domains to create the users with. Now, what we recommend is buying 5 domains and then setting up 3 users per domain so that you have 15 total users, and each of those can send out 50 emails. So 50 times 15, you can send out 750 emails per day, which should be more than enough emails to get you going and get you clients. And so for us here, I'm just gonna go all endings. And you can see here we have jetstreamdigital.info, we have jetstreamdigital.it, jetstreamdigital.in, jetstreamdigital.io, which we already own. We have .au, we have .us, we have .co.uk, .me, .xyz. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a couple of these to carts. So I'm gonna add .info, I'm gonna add .in, I'm gonna add .us, and I already have a couple other domains set up, so I'm just gonna add these 3 for now. And what I'm gonna do is actually go ahead and buy these 3 domains. So as you can see here, jetstreamdigital.in, we have 1 year on that. Jetstreamdigital.us, we have 1 year on this as well. You have to verify this information. So I'm just gonna go, does US business, and I'm gonna go Canada here. I'm just gonna go business, I'm gonna go save. So we've entered all that information in. I'm gonna scroll down to here, and I am also going to buy jetstreamdigital.info, and you can see the total here is $62, so pretty cheap for a year for all these domains. So just go ahead and pay for this. Awesome, so now that we've bought all these domains, as you can see, these domains are getting registered and they're pretty much finishing up registration now. And then we do have to configure some settings for these domains, and then we have to add these domains into our Google Workspace. So that's gonna be the next step here. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, again, we have jetstreamdigital.in, .info, and then we have .us. These were the domains that we bought. We want them all to be configured like these settings right here. As you can see, jetstreamdigital.partner, it forwards to jetstreamdigital.io, and we have all of these settings set up. So I'm gonna do all of the backend settings for each domain in one swoop here. First, I'm just gonna go ahead and add these domains into the backend of our Google Workspace. So just go ahead and copy this domain, go back over to your admin console and go over to manage domains like we just were, and click on add domain. And then you want to enter in your domain that we just bought, click as a secondary domain, and click add domain and start verification. So because we already bought this domain and it's linked to my same URL that I bought it with, it's going to automatically add that in. So there's no need to verify the domain. As you can see here, it's already verified because it's connected to my user account. If you do have to verify it, then you might need to add in some additional code to the backend or follow those steps there. The next thing that we need to do with this domain that we just added in is activate the Gmail. So I'm going to go ahead and click on activate Gmail here. I'm going to go set up MX records, go next. So go ready to activate Gmail for this. Say I've added all contacts, I'm ready to receive emails, continue. So you might run into this issue here where the domain is not ready to be activated quite yet. There's an easier way that will just simply allow you to sign in to Google to essentially add in all of these records. So I would just wait until you can do that. So just go back here and just exit out of this, and then you'll be able to go through these steps to essentially activate that domain. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add in all the other domains here and get it to this stage, and then we'll continue there. Okay, so now that in about 5-10 minutes, then the settings will change where you're able to just add the records a little bit more easily here. So if you go click on activate Gmail again, and click on set up MX records here, and then again, just click on both of these settings right here, and then go continue. And then you'll see here, let's route your emails to Gmail. Go to your domain's host, which is Google Domains, sign into the domain host, set up your email by adding MX records for Gmail, there's an easy way to do that. So essentially you go to the domains where we just bought that email right here. I'm setting up the .info email here. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on manage, click over to email here. And then what you're gonna wanna do is just click on add MX records, boom. So now we have added that in. So what we can do is just go over and click on activate Gmail. And then we should see all of these MX records are now in place. Awesome, so you can see all of those were added. And now the email is all good. So the email is activated. So you can do this for the other domain that we also just set up there as well. Click on activate Gmail, click on next. This is the other option that you might also be prompted with, is you can sign in to activate. So this is another option. Be sure that all the domains, everyone continues to get their email. Sign in to activate this. And all I gotta do is just add this and just go yes, connect. So now we have this connected as well, and that's all good to go. Okay, so now that we have those domains added in and the Gmail has been verified, now what we have to do is add in the different users. So I'm gonna go back over to the Google Admin Console, go home, go to users here. You can see I have 42 users currently, and I'm gonna add in a bunch more here for this new Instantly account. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on add users. And then what you're going to do is enter the name of yourself or whoever is going to be sending out the emails and taking like some of the sales calls. I'm just going to go Mike Williams. I'm going to go Mike at Jetstream Digital, and I'm going to select those domains that we just created there. So I'm going to go at jetstreamdigital.in, secondary domain. Just going to do my other email here, and then just click on add new user. Now you're going to reach a page that looks like this, where it says the user has been added. And can start using the Google Workspace within 24 hours. So you'll notice when you create a new user that there might be some issues trying to set up the Gmail initially, because it does take a little bit for the new user to kind of get everything configured properly in the back end. So it usually takes about 10-20 minutes. But what you can do in the meantime is just create all the different users, and then I'll show you how to go ahead and set up the user itself in the back end of Instantly. And as well, you just want to go ahead and send the instructions over to yourself so that you can sign into this account, add that into your LastPass or whatever your password management solution is, and then you have that as a user that you can log into. So I'm going to open up that email and get the email that I just opened for the new user, and I'm going to go click on sign in here, and it's going to prompt me to sign into this new user. So I'm going to go click on I understand. So with that new user that I created, I sent the information to my email. So I'm going to go ahead and click on now sign into this new user and click on I understand. And then what you're going to do is go ahead and create a password. So I'm just going to use this LastPass password right here and then go change password. And boom, we have now created a new user. So I'm going to go no thanks to this. This was Mike at jetstreamdigital.in. Then we have the password there, and I'm just going to add this into our share folder here. And boom, so we now have that password added in, and we are all good to go. So now we have this new user. As you can see, this is Mike at jetstreamdigital.in. Now we just have to configure essentially the Gmail settings and add this into Instantly. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to Gmail. While that loads, I'm going to go back to Instantly here, and I'm going to go ahead and add in this new user now that we have essentially logged into the account and created the user. So I'm going to go click on Google/G Suite. I'm going to go say, yes, IMAP is enabled, even though it's not. So essentially how we enable IMAP. When you come over into Gmail here, right, you can see we are in this new Gmail account for this new user that we created. Now, what you're going to do is click on the settings here, and you might get this error again because I did set this up so recently. So you do have to wait about 10-20 minutes for this to actually configure properly. So I'll just wait for that to happen, and then we'll pick back up. Okay, so while we wait for this inbox to properly load and configure, this is a perfect time to create all our other additional users. So I'm gonna quickly speed through this and create all those additional users. I'm gonna create 10 more users so that you can see how that works. Okay, so after just a little bit of time, as you can see here, the inboxes that we set up are now fully configured. So we can go ahead and set up the settings that we need to in order to add these inboxes into Instantly to start warming them up. So we're in the home stretch here and we're almost done. So in the inbox here, as you can see, once you get these 2 emails in the inbox, that means that you're good to go and you can change the settings. So if we go back over into Instantly, right, this is the account here, we have no accounts. If we go add new, essentially what we're gonna do is for us, we're gonna click Gmail. If you have Microsoft Office, then you wanna do this. But for us, we're gonna do Gmail. And then we're gonna go, yes, IMAP is enabled. And how we do that is essentially we go here, we go to the settings, we go see all settings in our mailbox in Gmail, we go to /pop/IMAP, and then we just go enable IMAP. And then that's all we need to do is just select that setting and click on save, and boom, we're good to go there. So now we can import this inbox here, which is mike@jetstreamdigital.in. So let's go back here, let's go yes enabled. Click on this option 1.0 authenticate. So it's more stable and just easier to set up. So we're gonna go click on this. Now what you're gonna need to do is go to the Google Workspace admin panel, click on app, and I'll show you how to do this quick. So click on this. It's gonna bring you to a page that looks like this. Now I already have it set up, but essentially you just have to do this one time in your Google admin console. So you just wanna go add app, select OApp, authenticate app or client ID, and then use the following code. So in the back end here, you just go add app, and then you select this, and then you just add in this code right here, copy, and then you add that in, and then you click on login, and then that'd be, and then you can connect the inbox. So since I already have this set up, I don't need to set this up again. So I can just go and right ahead and log into this email account. It's going to open up a few different email accounts. Again, what we're connecting is jetstreamdigital.in. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that, and then you just want to say allow, and boom, connected. And so as you can see, we have our first inbox set up in the account. Now, quick tip here, what you can see here is we have test domain set up. So this lets you know if you have all the necessary settings set up for the domain to get the best deliverability possible. So I'm gonna click on test domain setup, and as you can see here, we haven't actually set up, the only record we're missing is the DMARC record. And so there's just a couple more steps here on the actual domain configuration so that we can set this up, and then this inbox is good to go. All we have to do is configure some additional settings, and we are good to add in all the other inboxes. So let's go ahead and set up this DMARC record, and then we'll also select the forwarding address so that when anybody clicks or searches this domain, it routes to our main website domain. So let's go back to the Google domains, okay, and then click on the domain that you want to manage. So jetstreamdigital.in, I'm going to click on manage. Then first of all, we're going to go to website right here, and we're going to go forward to an existing web page. So we're just going to go forward domain. I'm going to forward to our actual website. So I'm just going to enter that there. Advanced options here. I'm just going to do permanent redirect 301 because I just want this permanently going to jetstreamdigital.io. I'm going to say, yeah, do not forward. I'm just going to send everything to our actual homepage here, not the forwarding path. And I'm going to leave I'm going to turn SSL on as well. I'm just going to go forward. All right, awesome. So now we have the domain actually forwarding to our main domain that we want all the traffic to be going to. If you're using a different domain provider that you bought your domains from, there should be a similar setting where you can just select the forwarding address that you want to send that to. Next is the DNS settings. So again, all that we have to add in is the DMARC record. And we also, everything else is set up correctly, I believe. So to add in the DMARC record, what I'm gonna do is just look at one of our past emails here that we've already set up. So I'm just gonna look at jetstream.partners here. I'm gonna go to DNS, and I'm gonna go ahead and see here that we have these custom records here. So this is the DMARC record that essentially we want to set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that up, and I'm just gonna also open another tab so that we can copy this. So you just wanna copy this exact address as well, underscore DMARC as a TXT record, and then just this data as well. So underscore DMARC, this is a TXT record, and then the text we want to use DMARC1 P equals none. So that's the DMARC record. And then you'll notice on this one, I do have an Instantly record here, inst cname prox.itrackly.com, and we'll set that up right now as well. So if we go back over into this setting here, what we're gonna see is we scroll down here, we can enable a custom tracking domain. So we want to set this up for each of our domains so that we can essentially track link clicks a lot better and do that without having to compromise our email deliverability by using a group tracking URL. So what we're going to do is the CNAME record here. So all you can see is you just need to add in that exact record, pretty much copy and paste it here. So we can see record is a CNAME, host instantly, value is crocs.I trackly. So I'm going to go back over to here. I'm just going to go create new record as a CNAME record. I'm going to go inst, and then I'm just going to go that. And so that's the only other things that we need to add into the domain. So that might take just a little bit to propagate and to start showing results for each of these after I save that record. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and add all these host names and records into our other domains so that those are properly configured as well. All right, awesome. So now I have configured all the domains and set up all the forwarding addresses for all of the domains, and we have everything set up in the backend now. So we are ready to import all of those inboxes into Instantly and set up all of the settings for each of them. So as you can see here, I'm in the same domain that we just added, the same inbox. I'm going to scroll down here and just take a look. So we can see the settings. I'm going to leave all of these as the default here. So 50 and then a 1 minute wait time. Reply to, just leave this blank. The reply to is going to be the email that you send it from. If you want this to reply to maybe your personal email, then you can potentially add that in. That's a good way to just kind of clean out your inbox. But I would use the uni inbox in Instantly as the main feature there. Turn on this custom tracking domain. All you want to do is just add in inst.thedomain, so jetstreamdigital.in in this case, and then you just want to check the status there. So you can see CNAME is verified, SSL is added, and then just wait. It's just waiting for the SSL to become active, so that might just take a couple minutes. So you can just kind of leave that. And then there's these warm-up settings as well. So you want to copy this warm-up filter tag, go back to your inbox for the account that you just set up, go to settings, go to see all settings, go to filters and blocked addresses, go create new filter, and then add in that address into has the words, go create filter. And then what you want to do is skip the inbox, mark it as read, never send it to spam, and always mark it as important. And then just go apply that to the other accounts if there are any other emails, and then just go create the filter. So now what that's going to do is just clean out your inbox so that there's no warm-up emails being sent. Essentially what warm-up emails are emails that are being sent to your inbox from other people using Instantly for the purpose of creating some more organic email activity on your accounts. So people are sending you emails, you're sending emails, you're replying to those emails, they're taking them out of spam so that your account looks like a normal, healthy working account. So now that we have that set up, the daily warm up here, again, I would do the same settings here. Just go 1 to 20, reply rate, go 30%. And then I usually like to enable these settings as far as read emulation and then warm the custom tracking domain as well. And then you can leave all these other settings as well. So I'm just gonna go click on save there. Again, we're just waiting for the SSL to become active, so that might take a little bit. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna exit out of this and we can check this setting here, test domain setup. And as you can see here, we should get a check mark. So we have everything set up for this domain and we are ready to turn on the warm up and enable this. So once you enable warm up, this account will start sending and receiving random machine generated emails between other user Instantly warm up pool. Please note that we may remove your account at the warm pool if we notice anything unusual that might hurt the quality of the warm up. So yes, I understand, go continue. And boom, warm up is now enabled and we have everything else enabled. The only thing is just the custom tracking domain. We do have to wait for that SSL to become active. So just wait, 5 or 10 minutes and then this will become active. So in the meantime, you can just add in all the other inboxes, configure all of the settings as far as the warm up filter and enabling IMAP in all of them and adding them in one by one. And then from there, you're gonna be warming them all up and ready to go and send a total of again, 600, 700, even 1,000 emails per day, depending on how many inboxes you added in. So I'm going to speed through this and add in all the remaining inboxes. Okay, so there you go. We have now added all 8 of the inboxes for this new Instantly account into Instantly with all of the proper settings configured for the domains. They're all warming up and we're ready to start sending emails in about 2 weeks from all of these. And again, we can add in pretty much unlimited accounts and just keep on ramping up the emails. So we can start to create campaigns and send out those campaigns. Again, we can see the analytics here and we can manage the replies to our emails in the Uni box. And that's the entire Instantly setup A to Z and how you can start sending 1,000 emails a day to scale your B2B business. So there you go. That's how to set up Instantly, and that's how you can start sending 1,000 emails per day. Now you might be wondering, well, how do I set up the campaigns? How do I generate the leads, or where do I get the leads from? And I can cover all of that in a future video, or you can look around and you can see how to actually set up cold email campaigns that get results as far as replies and meetings booked. And you can also look up videos on how to generate leads. As far as lead generation, we use Apollo.io, and I'll have some more videos coming out related to our actual process so that you can understand how to actually go about setting everything else up to start sending those emails out, getting replies, and getting new sales meetings. Now, if you did like the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest content related to digital marketing and growing your business online. Also, leave me a comment letting me know your thoughts. I personally am getting back to everybody in the comments there, so let me know if you have any questions, and I'm happy to get back to you there. Finally, if you have a business that is doing more than $10,000 per month and you want our help implementing this into your business so that you can grow your sales opportunities as a B2B business or a D2C business in e-commerce, local businesses, service-based businesses, whatever it might be, check the link in the description. You can book a call with myself, and I'm happy to see if we're a good fit to help you. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.